What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Myron has had a bad 2024, losing on all fronts. I mean, started last year when he lost to YouTube, then, never got the Kick deal at all, losing monetization on Twitter, getting poorer and poorer and just getting more radical and radical, having less and less opportunities, just destroying his financial future at not even 36 years old. Just imagine you're somebody and you risked your whole life into a career and now you're done, for the most part, making money. You can't collaborate with anybody. Nobody can touch you because you've talked about the Jews, you've talked about gays, you've talked about blacks. I mean, nobody can really deal with you, to be honest. Nobody can deal with you. And it just keeps getting worse. It's not getting any better, it's getting worse. And another thing about talking about women, that's always bad to do it on the internet, especially with women that have somewhat of a fan base. And this is what happened with Ruby Rose. He made several comments about Ruby Rose, but this one takes the cake.
He's going.
Then this over here, what's her name? Ruby Rose. Yeah. No skill either. Yeah. She goes on the interview. Mike makes a comment about her being like someone else. Oh no, I'm different. You're like every other hooligan, weave warrior. Your hair isn't real. You're a dumb slut. Your music sucks. No one even knows you're a musician. I have to go on Wikipedia to even find out what the you really do. No one respects you. No one cares. You're a half these OF girls don't have a real audience. It's a bunch of and you think you have real supporters and fans? Get the out of here, you. Okay. No one respects you. No one cares about you. Right. No one cares what you got to say.
And again, the problem with this is he kept talking about Ruby Rose. You can think however you want to think about Ruby Rose. I mean, does she do too much? Okay, yeah, I get it. Is she like shady? Can she be a 304? That's up to you, right? I get it. But to continuously harass the lady on X, basically tagging the lady on X, he continued to do it for the last 2 years. So it got so bad that Ruby Rose sent him this DM. Speaking on me can implicate problems, whether it's physical or emotional. Peace be upon you, brother. Now, once she sent that to him, he responded like this.
Even one of their biggest celeb versions of them, what does she do? Dumb on the internet says, this could implicate violence. Doesn't even know how to use the word implicate properly. Like, what? Someone gonna come after me? You're gonna get one of your Simpsons slide? Well, I'll tell you this right now, okay? Look at me, Ruby. If you sell one of your Simpsons slide, I'll hit that with a Zimmerman special, all right? We're gonna bring it back to the early 2010s. That turned to Trayvon Martin, Skittles and Arizona tea everywhere.
So basically, he's saying, hey, if you send somebody after me, I'm gonna basically delete them and all of that. So we know the whole situation with Drewski. So I don't know if Drewski and Ruby Rose are back friends again, but Drewski made that legendary clip about Myron.
Just got my right, house call. Mm-hmm. You straight?
House call.
You straight?
Yeah.
I got that shit on too.
Mm-hmm. She gotta cook, clean, shut the Exactly.
Come on, man.
We off that.
50-50 nothing.
We off that.
50-50 nothing.
Nothing. Hold your head up, King. Your crown is falling.
Okay.
So then Myron decided to assassinate Ruby Rose all over again.
Dude's putting videos out, kissing her and doing vacation, all this other shit. He could sit there and say it was a marketing scheme all day. Bro, that's still, those were your lips on her, though. That girl's a whole. So that's a L. That's a big L. Over here promoting this big fucking thought. Wifing her up. Even if it's for marketing, it's a L.
So after all of this, and again, Myron went to TMZ, got a little 5 minutes of fame and everything like that. Ruby Rose decided to finally respond to Myron. She says, Myron would cut his D off for a chance to smell a fart from my butt. And Myron says, you sell the box to the highest bidder in the rap industry and you're black, so there's a good chance you have that HIV. No thanks, 304. Now, I want to talk about this business of YouTube for those of you who might be wanting to get in the industry, and those of you who want to become a content creator. And I want to quote my brother, Alpha Male Strategies. there's no money in beefing, okay? There is absolutely no money in beefing. Trust me, I used to be a guy who engaged in beefs back and forths, like never nothing like too long. I had one legendary long-term beef. There is really no money in beefing long-term. And if you're dumb enough to continue to do that, you're just not gonna be in the industry. So what you do is, instead of ignoring people and letting people say whatever they wanna say, instead of you doing that, you spend your time arguing online because you don't have content. So that's the best way to kill $1 million a month business. And let me tell you, man, if you can come on to social media and you can do something that's a little different, if you can add something that is not really been done in a certain market, I mean, the money just can't stop growing. If you can keep it clean, you can keep it professional, and you can reinvest into what you're doing, this is one of the most greatest scalable businesses in the world. You can scale it. Let's look at somebody like the Beta Squad guys, all right? The Beta Squad guys are super rich out of the UK. Here's what guys like the Beta Squad can do. Number one, they have unlimited, and when I say this, I mean it, they have an unlimited collaboration. That means they can work with Drewski, they can work with whoever else, they can work with somebody like Kai Sanat, AMP, and then what they can do is they can record an episode, 3 or 4 in a day. Let's say if they want to do that. These guys are so professional in this world. You can say, listen, we got the audio. We're going to send the audio to, and they're in the UK. We're going to send the audio to somebody in Los Angeles or Las Vegas to edit the audio. All right? You do what you're doing. You got somebody working your social media. You got somebody doing all of this. Listen, you can pay people to do this. Long as you have the systems, the cameras, and the gear. Listen, this is one of the most greatest businesses for profit that you can be in if you can get it right. And what Fresh and Fit in Miami had going on, there is just nothing out there that was scalable like that. It's a podcast. You can scalable clips, super chats, all of that. But because you don't want to mind your business and you don't want to focus on what you're doing, you've taken away a legendary opportunity, an opportunity that nobody else was doing. All because you want to argue with somebody like Ruby Rose, you want to argue with the Jews, or you want to say stuff about them when you mess up a legendary bag and you had everything in place. What I'm talking about, I'm in the YouTube business. The biggest failures of all time have to be Fresh and Fit and Pearl. Fresh and Fit brought it to Miami. Pearl took it to the UK. And I would say the UK is even a better market than Miami because now you have a whole nother country watching you. Plus you got the United States people. It's just, what? You can't beat that. Then you start getting radical and mess up an entire bag that will always pay you forever. You never have to worry about money again. It prints itself. As long as you're able to work, it prints yourself. Brands will work with you. You are done forever. And these guys screwed it up. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.